Right, okay, so this is the webinar for myth busting SEO. I am Jan. I work for John Jelly. I am the lead trainer there, and we are a specialist digital and social media training company. Okay, so this is all about busting the myths. Okay, so there are a lot of myths surrounding SEO. I want to talk to you today about the real truth behind actually doing your own search engine optimization. Okay, that's me. I am Jan Kiermas. Most people get really scared by the Z on the end of my name, but that's fine. I have been in IT since 1990. I spent the last 17 years running my own business. That has been all about web design development, search engine optimization, social media training. I've done a lot. I've been around the industry a long time. I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of reading. And I have a good solid background in both doing and teaching. Okay, so let's crack on now with the actual presentation itself. Okay, so myth number one, you can't do SEO yourself. Okay, people get told, oh, it's way too difficult, oh, it should only be done by the professionals, you need to agree to do it. There are lots and lots of reasons you may have heard why you shouldn't or can't do the search engine optimization or SEO by yourself for your own small business. Well, I'm here to bust that myth right now. Okay. Yes, there are a few rules you need to learn, but it's not rocket science. There are processes that you can learn, that you can walk yourself through. As long as you go through the process, yes, you can do SEO yourself. Okay. I have personally taught many SME owners to do SEO themselves successfully. And that is people from different businesses, all of whom were targeting specific local traffic, all of whom have had great success in actually going off and doing their own SEO without my intervention. My students themselves have had some absolutely really amazing results, and I'm so proud of them because it took a lot of hard work for them to get there. Okay, all I can do is to give them the skills, but they actually got some really amazing results themselves. None of these students are techie. They're all ordinary business owners who had a desire to learn SEO for themselves and actually bothered to get off their bums and do it. So, it's number one, you can't do SEO yourself. Well, that's well and truly busted. Yes, you can. My students have proved that over and over again. Okay. So, myth number two, it takes a long time to learn SEO. I have to spend months and months learning to do this myself. I need to dedicate more time than I have to learning this. And what other excuses there are for actually, taking some time out and doing it. I'd like to bust that myth as well. My myth number two, it takes a long time to learn SEO. Do you know what? It doesn't. I have taught this in a total of 9 hours. I break it down. I don't teach 9 hours all at once, don't worry. But I have taught this in person to students over three-hour sessions, which is 9 hours in total. So it doesn't take tons and tons of time to learn the absolute basics of what you should be doing and how you should be doing it. And when I teach on a practical level as well. So that 9 hours includes an element of doing exercises and actually doing some of the SEO during that time. Okay, you can always learn this at your own pace. And remember, you don't have to learn everything overnight. You don't have to spend 9-12 hours just cram learning, trying to take everything in. In fact, it's much better if you do and learn to do it in stages. So, myth number three, I won't get the same results as a paid for service. Okay, I've heard everything here. You get emails that tell you need to have a proper company if you want to get the results. If I pay someone else to do it, then the results was going to be better than working it myself. And I've been promised first page on Google if I get someone else to do it. So myth number three, let's bust that as well. Okay. I've actually seen my students get better results than paying somebody. Okay. One student in particular had been paying an SEO company. They weren't getting the results they wanted. They were not getting the right traffic to the site. Yes, the company were bringing them traffic, but it wasn't the right traffic. So when they actually had some lessons and started doing this themselves, the traffic style changed. So although the traffic dropped, the traffic they were getting actually was better traffic. It was more likely to convert, and we actually raised their conversion rate because it was the right type of people visiting their website. So you can actually get much, much better results than you can with some of the paid services. It is about putting in the effort. You do have to work to do SEO. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not something that you can just drift in and out of. You do have to make a concerted effort to make this work, particularly at the beginning. Let's be realistic. You're not going to see results overnight. And anybody who promises you #1 ranking in Google is lying. Even Google employees themselves and ex-Google employees cannot guarantee first page. There's so many factors that are involved in getting your website to first page that no one can guarantee. What I will tell you is doing a proper SEO exercise should yield you much, much better results than doing no SEO at all. Okay. So myth number 4, it costs thousands of pounds to get SEO done properly. Yep. I have come across companies who happily charge thousands of pounds, and if you don't understand what you're being sold, you get to thousands of pounds very, very quickly. Okay. There is a distinct difference between some of the smaller companies who really do look after you and those companies who are just out there to make a big buck. So yes, some of them are going to charge you thousands of pounds. The more you pay does not guarantee you a better result. Okay. So I've worked with companies and worked alongside companies who charge from as little as £200 a month. Okay, so yes, it doesn't have to cost thousands and thousands of pounds to get it done by another company, and you can do it yourself, but you do need to invest time, and I would suggest you to invest time in proper training, because it will shortcut the results. If you get some proper training and understand for yourself how to do SEO properly, then you can get results without it costing you thousands and thousands of pounds. But however you choose to do it, whether you are choosing to go with a company or choosing to do it yourself, you do need to monitor the results. You do need to look at your statistics and make sure that you are getting an increase in traffic and that traffic is the right traffic for you. When we look at SEO and look at keywords, I often see people who are ranking well for keywords that are wrong for their business. Okay? They might seem obvious ones, but actually they're not the right ones. So you need to monitor your results to make sure you are actually getting what you want, what you need out of it. Okay. This is a good one. SEO is just done once. Yeah. Do some work on your website. Watch it rise up the rankings. Sit back and relax. Oh my God, would we all love that to happen? No, sadly, it doesn't. We'll bust that one as well. SEO is an ongoing process. You need to do some work towards it on a regular basis. But the hardest work will always come at the beginning. Okay, it does get easier after you've done the bulk of the setup and the bulk of the work. You'll have to invest less time as you go forward. There's no SEO company out there that will tell you that. Okay, but there is usually a bulk of the work that's at the beginning of the process and then less work afterwards. Okay, but it isn't something that's just a one-off and leave it. We would love for that to be so, but it just isn't. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for anybody. Okay. I have heard people turn around and say, well, SEO is dead, it's not a thing, I'd be wasting time and money. People have said, don't bother with it. Well, let's get on and let's bust that one as well straight away. I work with lots of small business owners who are making a difference to their business every single day by doing SEO. Okay. I've seen businesses where they have literally had bookings increase because they've done an SEO exercise, because it's put them on the first page of Google, which means when people are searching for them, they're finding their business. SEO has changed over the years. It is not the same thing that it was 10, 15 years ago. It's not even the same thing it was 2 years ago. There are differences, but Google is still looking for exactly the same thing. It is looking for quality content, something that is talking about a specific subject, is knowledgeable about that subject, and is providing answers to Google's customers, who are the people who are doing the searching. Okay. If you don't do SEO right, then it's not going to work for you. It's that simple. So I found a lot of people who say SEO is dead are the ones still going through and doing old, outdated practices. Okay, so you do need to understand modern day SEO in order to get it to work for you. Okay. What does doing SEO mean to you as a business? Okay. This is something that I'm asked on a regular basis as well. Well, why should I? What should I do? Why should I bother doing any SEO? Why should I learn it? Why should I employ somebody? Okay. The point behind it, of doing it, is simply so that you get better ranking in Google search results. Okay. You want to be as high up the ranking as possible, preferably on the first page within the first 6 results. Okay. Everybody would dearly like to be number 1, but it strictly isn't necessary. Not everybody today clicks on the first link. There are lots of other things that go into helping people to choose which of the links they should click on. But certainly you're going to get much more traffic, much more visits to your website if you are there on the first page in those first few results. Okay. So more leads to your website, more visits to your website, then that's more potential clients for you. That's more opportunity for you to convert somebody into a paying customer. Okay. So it's fairly obvious, isn't it? More potential clients means more chance of new clients. Yeah. And, at the end of the day, basically it boils down to more money. Okay. We are all in business to earn something. So what we want to do is make sure we are giving our business every single chance to bring in new customers and to boost that bottom line and to make sure that we are earning more money. Okay. But, well, there's always a but, isn't there? Yeah, there is always a but. And in this case, okay, you can drive extra traffic to your website, but if your sales funnel isn't right, if you have barriers to conversion, if you have a poor user experience, you're not going to capitalize on that extra traffic. This is about making sure your website is actually fit for purpose. There is no good doing an SEO exercise on a website that's basically rubbish. Okay? You do need to have a website that you know is going to convert the prospects into sales. Okay? So I think before you even think about doing an SEO exercise, you should go and have a look and make sure that your website is actually fit for purpose, that it's going to do the job you need it to do, which is not just attract clients, but convert them into paying customers. Okay. Go have a look at it. Is it a good place? Is it a pleasant place to be? Does it deliver what you promised it would? Can people navigate around the site easily? Is it easy enough for them to find extra information? And do you actually tell the visitor what to do to buy from you? That's one part I see missing from so many websites. It's your call to action. Tell them how to buy from you. Whether that's a buy now button, call me, email me, however it is, you need to tell them what they need to do next. Okay. If at any point you are unclear about whether your website is in the right state, before you start optimizing it, and we do an independent review service, there are an awful lot of other companies out there that will do exactly the same thing for you. They will give you a review. We pride ourselves in the fact that we don't just run computer programs over a website. We actually do look at it from a human perspective as well when we run reports. We actually take a step back and look at it as a real life human being, how a human being would use that. So, but it is a good job. Even if you just get a mate to go look over it and ask them the questions, would you know what I do and how to buy from me? Okay. Get an independent to look at your website if you're not sure. Okay. If you are ready to get going and learn to do SEO yourself, then we have an online course designed to take you through all the stages you need to do, and it's in plain English. This is based on the same course that we teach in person over 3 workshops. We try and keep things as simple as possible. Anytime we do use jargon, we explain it. This is about helping you to understand what steps you should take, what you need to take to help your website rank better. Okay. It's not about solving any inherent problems. It's just about teaching you step by step what it is you need to do. I'm a big believer in people can learn to do things themselves if they're taught in the right way. Okay. everything that we do, everything we teach, can all be found on our website. Okay. There are a few paid programs out there other than ours. And you can come to us for one-to-one training if you prefer, or you can go, I mean, a lot of you won't be local, so you can actually go out and do the online version. And yes, this is a blatant plug for what we do, because it's a good program. We've had proven results with it, and we want to be able to bring those proven results out to other businesses, because at the end of the day, I firmly believe if you have got control over this, you can make a difference to your business. You can make things better. If I can help you do that, I'm fabulous. That's brilliant. If you would prefer to carry out SEO through a company and have another company do it, feel free to drop us an email with your details, and we'll make some suggestions for companies we've worked alongside who are based close to you, or we feel will provide the most appropriate service for you as well. There are an awful lot of companies out there who do not deliver what they say they will deliver. If you're going to go out and look for a company yourself, feel free, but there are certain things you should be aware of. They shouldn't be taking your suggestions for keywords at face value. They should be challenging them. You want a company who's going to challenge what you're saying, because if they're challenging you, that means they're thinking about it. They're thinking about what's best for you and what's best for your business. So always look for somebody who's going to turn around and say, okay, is that the best phrase? Particularly if you turn around and tell them, well, obviously you want to be found on first page of Google for your business name. No, you don't. Don't waste your money. Please don't waste your money doing that. You are there on Google not for those people who already know you, but for those people who don't. Okay. The chances are most businesses will appear on the first page for their business name anyway. I wouldn't be optimizing for it, definitely not. But you also want to make sure that you are there for the right thing. So do have an in-depth conversation with any company that you want to engage to do SEO for you, and make sure that they are actually going to do some research against phrases to make sure that they are the right phrases for your business and that they are money earning phrases. For example, I worked with a business, same business I mentioned earlier, where they got better results doing it themselves because the SEO company had targeted a single word that described what they did. However, it was a phrase people used purely to research and find out what it was all about. It was not a phrase that they used when they were searching for stuff to buy. Okay, so taking a step back and say, actually, if people want to buy this, what are they searching for? So you do need to work with an SEO company who is going to think about that and is going to challenge your own thinking, and sometimes think outside the box. Okay. Thanks very much for your time. That's the end of this webinar. This is the pre-recorded version of the webinar. We will be doing live versions as well. You may well have come across the live version. You may have been on a live version, but when I send it out, it will be this pre-recorded one. We work all across the Northwest. We're happy to work with small businesses. We love working with small businesses because, do you know what? I just love making a difference to them. I really do. We will make suggestions for other companies for you to work alongside, but do bear in mind they carry complete responsibility for their own work. If we worked alongside them, it's been on specific projects and we're recommending them based on those specific projects that they have worked on. It does not mean that they are the right company for you and for your business. You need to carry out your own due diligence for that. But we know there are lots of companies out there we work alongside who really are actually good at what they do and they are ethical companies. And to me, it's very important that they're ethical companies. You need to find the right company for you to work alongside. You need to find somebody you can work with. Okay. We have done independent assessments of SEO done by other companies, and we have found some of those companies wanting. They are not the best at it. So, yeah, do be careful. If you've had SEO work done and you want an independent assessment of it, then we're quite happy to do that for you. Just give us a shout. Okay. You can contact us through our website, through our email. You can give me a call, you can phone me, that's not a problem. our Facebook page has tons of information on it. There's loads of helpful stuff on there. We put out various videos. There's blog posts and everything on the website, and there's links to some of those from Facebook. Instagram, again, there's some useful information I put out there on Instagram. And we have a company page on LinkedIn, and obviously you can always follow me as well on LinkedIn. So you'll just find me under Jan Kearmas. I think there's only me as Jan Kearmas on that. It's quite an unusual name. There are a few Kearmases. I'm related to most of the ones in the UK. But you know, go look us up. You can contact us whatever way you want. Even if you've just got a question to ask, we are happy to answer questions. We're not bothered whether that results in work for us. If someone has a question and someone has a challenge around anything to do with SEO, you know what, we're happy to just have a quick chat with you, just to put your mind at ease that either, yeah, you are right, or actually, no, do you know what, you need to think of this. Okay, so that's it. That's me. That is the end of our presentation. If anybody wants to get in touch, please do get in touch with us. Please check out the website. So that's it. So that's the end of this, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. So that has been Jan Kearmas from John Jelly, all about myth busting for SEO. Thank you.